What's good, Raven Space fans? Thank you guys so much for joining today. We have 4 downs, like always, so we're going to hop right into it. Please subscribe, all that good stuff. But let's start with first down. Our first topic of the day is Ravens versus Bucks, and we're handing out game balls today. And we're going to talk about some of the great plays that we saw in this game. So the first game ball goes to Isaiah Likely. Guys, I know that over the past couple of weeks, Isaiah has not really shined like we thought he was going to shine. He wasn't used like we thought he was going to be used, to be honest. He had a great game when Mark Andrews went down, almost as if we didn't even lose a step, to be 100% honest, guys. Now, of course, when Isaiah Likely comes in the game, they're not going to double team him, right? They double team Mark Andrews. But we have seen that Isaiah Likely can step up when we need him to step up. He just needs more shine. And he played great. I believe had 7 catches, a touchdown, about 70 yards. Great game from Isaiah Likely. Really proved to be the guy that we thought he could be. So shout out to Isaiah Likely. Great game. And again, Ravens fans already love you. So number 2, I got to go with Justin Houston, guys. I've been down on Justin Houston, as you guys know, if you watch the videos from the beginning of the season. I called him old. I said he didn't have it anymore. But the truth is, he's our best pass rusher. And I don't think it's close. Again, a lot of people like to put emphasis on pressures. And I get they're important. We had a lot of pressures against Tua Tagovailoa, and they beat us. We had a lot of pressures against Josh Allen, and he beat us. When you get sacks and not pressures, then you start winning games. And Justin Houston has proven that he can get sacks. Straight like that, he gets sacks. So shout out to Justin Houston. Again, if you had to break down, some of the most valuable players on our defense, even at his age, he's really beginning to peak at the top of that list. I still would say Marlon Humphrey is more valuable just because of what he can do, and he can eliminate people from games. He was going to be on this list, but he just got beat on a couple of big plays, so I didn't want to put him there. But Justin Houston, shout out, you get a game ball. I thought it was awesome. And the third game ball was a little harder. Didn't know who to go with, but I thought the game really changed when we started running the ball. So I'm going to say run blocking is the biggest reason our offense really started getting on track. Again, in the beginning, it was hard because in the beginning of the game, our offensive line was getting smoked, mainly in pass blocking situations, though. Right? We saw Tyler Linderbaum have some trouble with bigger rushers, right? We saw some plays where, Ronnie Stanley had some miscommunication in a run blocking game. But as the half started, the second half, they really started to put it together and were really pushing them. I mean, even Tyler Linderbaum was getting to the third level and pushing linebackers to the ground. So, you got to like that. Getting better every week, the offensive line getting healthier every week. So again, great plays. I'm really happy. And these are the game balls for our win against the Buccaneers. Isaiah Likely, Justin Houston, and the offensive line and their run blocking ability. You guys let me know who you agree with, who should get a game ball. You let me know in the comment section below. And we'll move on to our second down, our second topic of the day. So for second down, we're going to talk about the things that we learned from that game, right? Every game, you want to take things, you want to have a little bit of concrete information. And so this is what we're going to try to do today. So on offense, we're going to talk about some of the takeaways I had. The first one, of course, Isaiah Likely is ready, needs to get him more reps. We got to get him more involved in the offense. There cannot be games where he has one target. I don't care. Figure it out. Even if you have to line him up in the slot as a slot receiver, figure it out. You know what I'm saying? We have to get him more involved, especially since our offensive receivers aren't really doing a lot, even though they did. Once Bateman went down, we did see Robinson come alive. We did see Duvernay come alive. We gotta, but we gotta get Likely in there. So even if we have to spell him and Mark Andrews, we're gonna do what we gotta do. Because he is really great and he's ready to play. He just needs more time to shine. Number 2, offensive line is getting better. As the game went on, we actually started seeing them push and seeing them able to actually get a lot of momentum, which was awesome. So again, they're getting better. The pass game, guys, still isn't creative enough. And I'm gonna talk about the pass game and then these other two together because I think they do have something to do with each other. So the pass game, guys, is just not creative enough. On 3rd and 7, everyone can't run a curl. And that's what was happening, guys. If you watch the film, everyone was running a curl. And maybe I'll go look at the film with you guys, but that can't happen, guys. We have to have some type of dynamic plays, right? You can have 2 receivers run a curl, but the other receivers got to do something different, because what happens is the safeties just sit on curls and then we get stopped, right? So we got to have something more dynamic than that. Along with that one, Bateman something has to give. I'm hard on Bateman because I need to be hard on Bateman, because he either doesn't play because of injuries, which is not great, or he drops balls, right? And we can't have that. And right now, guys, if you're honest with yourselves, if you're really 100% honest, Hollywood Brown was a better receiver than Bateman was. Even in Hollywood Brown's first year, let's just consider this Bateman's first year, Hollywood Brown was more effective than Bateman was. And we got worse when we traded him away, and we have to acknowledge that, because Bateman is not even filling his role, stepping up and providing that value. And then the last takeaway is, again, all of these have to kind of deal with the same thing, was Duvernay. Duvernay is dynamic, guys, and I'm happy that we actually used him a little bit more with the sweeps and different things this game. We got to keep on doing that. Every game, he should have at least one sweep. Every game, we should run a sweep option to let Lamar keep it if we need to. Every game, Duvernay should get a screen. So those are at least 2 or 3 touches. I even say line him up in the backfield once a game. Show that he can do all that. Make the defense have to process multiple things, right? Don't just say, oh, we do this, we're stronger, we're better. The 49ers make you do multiple things, process multiple things. Even the Chiefs, right, process multiple things. They pass the ball a lot, but sometimes they have Kelsey, running run plays. Sometimes they have, receivers coming on, everything. You got to make the defense process as much as they can before they make it the play. So those are my takeaways for offense. On defense, these are the takeaways we have here. Offenses are still attacking. Peters, he's still getting back from his injury. They still attacked him, but again, he's great in zone, right? I'm not going to take that away. He missed an interception, but he was great in zone, right? It's just that when it's one-on-one man coverage, they know it and they're going after him. So he's going to keep on getting better. I did like that we did throw some help his way. And I think that's going to be super effective, because Marlon Humphrey, we're going to have to let him go one-on-one because he can do it. He has the skill to do it. On the D-line, Miss Calais Campbell. I just thought that they just were not able to stop the run in the first half as well as other teams have stopped the Buccaneers. So I was a little disappointed in that. I thought that we were going to step up there. The second half, we played much better. But when you have a lead in the second half, they can't really run it. And we were able to get that lead and kind of take away that run game. So that was good. One more linebacker injury. Guys, we are so thin at linebacker. It's getting crazy. That could have also played a part in the run defense we weren't able to stop early. We can't have another injury, guys. That will be scary for us, because there's just not that many good linebackers on the street to get. And then the last two, Justin Houston. The strategy that we're using with Justin is a perfect strategy. Justin is being, only coming in on pass rush downs, which let him do him. That's the best thing he can do. Don't let him get tired out throughout the game. He has energy. And then when you're on the goal line, you need to play. Let him come in the game like he did. And he was really, even though Chuck Clark made that tackle on the 2-point conversion, as the announcer showed you, it was really Justin Houston that made that play, because he literally took 2 people and pushed them inside, which allowed Chuck Clark to make the tackle untouched, one-on-one, right? So shout out to Justin Houston. Use him sparingly. And then the last one, I think they kind of figured this out too. And shout out to Mike McDonald, because he's figuring it out, right? It took him some time, but he's kind of getting it now. Let Marlon Humphrey whoever the defense needs to be stopped, let Marlon Humphrey go stop him. And if we lose that way, that's fine. If Marlon Humphrey gets killed, that's fine. But even though Marlon Humphrey lit up a big play, he was right there. He was there the entire way, the entire second. But Mike Evans is Mike Evans, right? good on good is what you want to do, really, in this league, and hopefully your good wins. And I thought that Marlon Humphrey had a great game. It's just he let up a couple of big plays, had a dropped interception as well. So, but I think that's what we got to do. Don't just let receivers line up their best receiver on Marcus Peters and think it's going to be okay. Let Marlon travel and take away whatever they're doing well. And we did that a couple of times, right? When they were doing the screens to Godwin, we put Marlon on there, and Marlon shut that down. You know, he was there. When Mike Evans started to get loose, we put Marlon there, and he did an okay job handling that as well. So shout out to that. And Marlon, just let him travel. I think that would be the best way to go. All right, now we're going to third down, which is topic number 3. And this is not about the game. This is about Jerry Jeudy on the trade block. The Ravens are interested in Jerry Jeudy. Sorry for that typo there. I'm not interested in Jerry Jeudy, to be 100% honest. Again, I'm a little tired of the strategy that the Ravens are going with. We've seen the strategy over the years. Receivers like Sammy Watkins, who came in, Willie Snead, where we're going to go get receivers who aren't really playing as well as they can play. And I don't know, again, Jerry Jeudy's in a situation where he had a bad quarterback the last couple of years, and they thought he was going to get a good quarterback in Russell Wilson, but he's playing terribly as well. So we don't really know how good he is. Now, you guys know how I feel about trading for people. If you can get Jerry Jeudy for a 5th round pick, go get him, right? I don't care about anything else. I don't care about the comp stuff. I don't care about any of that. If you look at the history of draft picks, from 3rd, really from 2nd down, but I'm just gonna say from 3rd round down, they're like less than 50% hit rate, right? So go get Jerry Jeudy if he's a 5th rounder, right? Just like I thought we should have got the running back from Jacksonville, who was only a 5th round pick. Because again, 5th round picks don't matter. So if we have to give a 3rd for Jerry Jeudy, give that 3rd, get Jerry in here and let's ball. You know what I'm saying? But if he's gonna be more expensive than that, a 2nd or 1st, I'm confident in that. I would rather you go get a premier receiver for a 1st and a 2nd than go get a receiver that we really don't know how he's going to play for a 2nd. So, but again, the Ravens are interested. You guys let me know in the comments below. Do you want the Ravens to go get Jerry Jeudy? Again, he went to Alabama, so we know him and Ozzie are going to have that connection. So there's a chance that he might be really, really good when he gets here because he has a better quarterback. So. But I just don't know. Honestly, guys, I want us to go get a premier receiver. Give the picks away. Go help Lamar. Again, we're not going to get anyone from free agency. So if we're going to get a great receiver, we have to trade for him. And then we have to say, okay, Greg, make sure he's happy because Greg Roman, because we need to keep him. Because we're not going to get one to sign here with the way we play offense. So let's go. If Jerry G is the best we can do for, again, a 4th round pick, a 5th round pick, go grab him. If they want a 2nd or a 1st, let him go because he hasn't really proven that he can be a good receiver in this league. And really, is not even the best receiver on his team. He might be number 3 by the way that the teams are currently playing. So, so that's why I say, you guys let me know again in the comments. Do you want Jerry Jeudy? Do you think he'll be a fit? And if he gets on our team, do you think he's instantly the 2nd best receiver on our team? You let me know in the comments below. But again, that's how I feel about it. So we're going to now go to our 4th down. And our 4th down, as always, is our mailbag question. You guys send questions through our Discord. The free link is in the description. Sign up. You can talk to me, all that good stuff. If you want to leave a comment as well, we do look at those in case we don't have any in the Discord. So this comes from James, and he says, what part of the team has improved most since the start of the season? James, thank you so much for your question. To me, this is an easy answer. It is the offensive line. The offensive line has really improved, I think. We went from an injury-prone team with no real chemistry there to a better team as times go on. Ronnie Stanley really has helped when he's in there. He's consistently a high performer. So Ronnie's in there. And you feel pretty good with Ronnie there on your left end. Moses is getting better as he starts to gel on the right end. Again, most of the pressure that we're seeing is coming from the inside. So again, left guard, right guard, center. And it's not the right guard's fault, in my opinion. I think he's playing well. It's just that you have to have communication on those stunts, and sometimes it's not there. But Tyler Linderbaum is getting better and better every single week. And I thought, honestly, even though he faltered in this game in the beginning, once he got up to once he got the up to speed, he saw, okay, these are how these Bucs are playing. He really dominated. I mean, in that second half. So, and same with the rest of the offensive line. So I would say the offensive line is getting better and better, and they will continue to get better because their center is going to get better, right? Ronnie Stanley is going to get better and better. Remember that Moses is new. So actually, four of our players on the offensive line were not on the offensive line last year. So now that they're all here and all ready to go, it's going to be awesome. I really think so. So that's why I would say offensive line. If I had to give a number 2, I would say that the running backs as well. Now of course they're connected, right? So that might be a cop-out answer. They're connected. So, but I do honestly think that those are the 2 things that have gotten better. And again, the same thing, injuries and inconsistency helps you get better throughout the season. So those are the 2 I would say. So thank you so much, James, for that question. And that brings us to the end of the show. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. Please remember, subscribe and like the channel. Help us grow by watching all the way to the end. And join our Discord. You can be a part of the show. I want you guys to be a part of the show as much as you guys want to be. So leave your comments. Go to Discord. Leave some questions. All that good stuff. Thank you guys so much. And go Ravens.